Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
I'm very excitable today. That was like just the change in us walking in and the difference.
Right, a little peek inside the studio doors there.
Well, because someone asked a couple weeks ago, like we never get to see behind the doors.
That's true. So today you got to see behind the doors.
It's like the Wizard of Oz pulling the curtain.
Exactly.
Hello.
It's just like the Wizard of Oz. Yeah.
The magic is gone. Now you know.
We want to talk about a new movie that is out today, and we started to talk about it yesterday. It has so many Pittsburgh references in it.
I know.
So I think people are really going to enjoy it. And it's from a guy that you may recognize, comedian Steve Byrne, local guy, a Hampton grad.
Yeah.
And you might remember him from the TV show Sullivan and Son, which was on TBS. And it was set, like he was a businessman who came back to his family's bar in Pittsburgh. It was set in Pittsburgh, had all these Pittsburgh references. And then he sort of made the decision to kind of run the bar.
Yeah. Well, and I love, he uses that Pittsburgh connection, that Pennsylvania connection in this new movie. Again, opens today, and it's called Opening Act. And we were talking to Sean Collier about this yesterday because Sean Collier is a comedian too. And he said, if you love comedy, like if you love improv, if you love stand-up comedy, you're really going to enjoy this movie.
Yeah, you will relate to this movie.
So it's centered around this guy, Will, who lives in Steubenville, and he gets a big break when he gets to open at the Pennsylvania Improv, which is at the Pittsburgh Improv at the waterfront. Yeah. Yeah,
and he actually opens for a character they call Billy G, which is based on Billy Gardell, of course, one of Steve Byrne's friends, also a comedian. Of course, he was on Mike and Molly, and he grew up in Swissvale. And Billy G is played by Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah.
In this movie. So let's listen to a little clip of it.
I've been a little bit of a bummer lately, and my girlfriend said if I was a city, I would be like Seattle.
What is he doing?
Or,
He's
you know,
dying.
what if I this weekend?
I can't imagine the fear of being a stand-up comedian. Especially
you talked about it, right?
Yeah.
Don't you want to go to stand-up school?
Well, because I think that it's kind of like if you went to college, you know how you have to take, sometimes you have to take a public speaking course.
Right.
It's kind of like getting over that fear of speaking in public, like just being you and letting loose and finding that ability to be natural in front of a big crowd.
I think it could be exhilarating if you're telling the story and people are laughing. But if what happened in that little clip, you know, where like there's crickets, that's like, oh, that's horrifying.
Like the stuff of nightmares, right? But okay, so David mentioned a little bit of some of the Pittsburgh nods. There's a reference to WDVE's morning show. We love the guys from the morning show over there, and Val too. Even eating sandwiches topped with coleslaw and French fries.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it does.
And you know, I interviewed Steve Byrne once.
Did you?
For Your Pittsburgh. We went back to Hampton High School and walked around the high school. And he's a cool guy. And what I love about him is he's so proud of Pittsburgh. And I think that's why he always includes these Pittsburgh references.
Well, here's the neat thing, because I was talking about going to see this movie. It's hard. Date night is hard. If you're a parent, you have to pay for the babysitter. If you don't have family around to watch the kids, then you have to pay for the movie tickets and the popcorn and maybe even dinner too. So it becomes an expensive night. But a lot of these movies that are coming out allow you to stream them. So you can buy them
video on demand.
Right at home.
Yep.
So I want to watch it. Frankie, we have a date tonight.
There you go. It's called Opening Act. So we wanted to let you know about it. You know, the other thing that we were going to talk about this yesterday, and we ran out of time. And my earpiece right now is not. I have a twitch.
Robot David is breaking down. There's a glitch in the system. You okay?
I realized I was twitching on TV. Heather knows what that is. It's when my earpiece is like giving out, and there's something not right with it. But if I do this, then I can hear Jill again.
Oh, good.
And everything's all right.
She's telling you there's 2 minutes left.
Okay, good.
Great. Now we have
even
30
less
seconds.
time to talk about this article. It was in Forbes, and it's about men getting sleep. And apparently, men aren't getting enough sleep. Men are more sleep deprived than women, according to this study from the University of Oregon. And this is the deal. The researchers looked at the idea that men don't get enough sleep because of this stereotype about masculinity that, you know, oh, we don't need sleep. Real men don't sleep.
Yeah, look at me go. I'm running on 4 hours of sleep.
I'm running on 4 hours of sleep. And of course, that's not the truth. Science tells us that, you know, you are better off mentally, you're better off physically if you have enough sleep. So they're saying, men, take some time to sleep.
Yeah. I'm all for it.
I know you are very much in favor of sleep.
Yeah, I do like sleep.
Yeah.
All right, well, hey, it's Friday, and that means it's time for our Friday free-for-all. This is where you send in your questions, and we answer as many of them as possible, and we have a long list today.
We have a long list, so we want to get to them. So Ed has sent in a question. You were so honest with the opinion of the pumpkin spice Spam.
I felt so bad about this.
No, we totally were honest about it. Have you always been this honest? It seems everything in the kitchen is out of this world, like in our cooking segments he's referring to.
Well, that's because we have, like,
wonderful
professional chefs coming in.
No, I mean, we really are honest about, like you don't care for seafood.
Or tomatoes.
I don't like onions.
Yeah.
You know, and I've told Raina before, because it's in her trifecta, like that's
She has to cook for the kids. We're like, we don't like this, this, and this. No.
Right, and she has to deal with it, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so do we have the video of the Spam, of us trying the Spam blindfolded. This was the pumpkin spice challenge. Jill set up a bunch of different stuff. I thought it, honestly, I was convinced that Jill had tricked us with dog food.
She said no. Texture of it.
It was the texture.
And then it didn't smell pumpkin spicy to me.
No.
It smelled salty. I tasted it too.
Right.
But it was unlike other Spam.
But we've gone back and we want to just make sure that people, if you like Spam, great. It was just, we did not
Pumpkin spice Spam was not our thing.
Right, just wasn't our thing.
CJ is asking, is Team PTL up for pumpkin carving and perhaps a contest?
Oh my gosh, so before you became my co-host, before we became co-hosts together, we did a Halloween episode where we carved pumpkins together, and it was so much fun.
And I was supposed to follow instructions and I didn't.
Well,
remember? Like we were supposed to follow like a
guide,
or
something. I don't remember. And so you had this great city skyline with the fountain sticking out, which is so funny.
She thought the fountain. Anyhow, we're gonna just move on.
You posted a picture of it somewhere on social media, so you can find it if you'd like to. But I think it would be great if we did this, and we should talk about this later on in the hour. So.
Okay, we will talk about it later on. Susan is the next question. I'm just curious, how tall is everyone? I picture Heather being the shortest and Ron being the tallest.
Yes, I am the shortest.
You are the shortest.
But between the two of you, who's taller, you or Ron?
Well, I had to text Ron because I didn't know.
Yeah.
And he said he's 5'9", and I'm like 5'10" and a half.
I feel like...
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, this is one of those things where, you know, they say that some women will lie about their age.
Right.
I feel like men lie about their height.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
I don't think either Ron or I are lying about our
I'm not saying that you are. I'm not saying either one of you, but like I think that some men tend to like, give themselves a couple.
I've roofed up my hair or not.
Right.
Because that adds another 2 inches.
Of course.
You know, that alone, you know. Right. All right, Karen is writing, I think it would be cool to take us on a video tour of the studio.
Well, we kind of gave you a little glimpse, but yeah,
we could do that. That's
totally
a good idea, Karen. All right, we're going to do that and then air it maybe next week.
Kelly says, what is the best piece of advice you've ever been given? What's yours, David?
I've been given a lot of great advice, and I think the very simple one is the best, and that is just be grateful for what you have. Like, remind yourself, wake up and just be grateful for the people in your life and all the wonderful things.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, my mom always just told me, chin up, tomorrow's a new day, which I told Mikey when she interviewed me. That to me, I hate to think about it in a bad way, but I just remember as a teenager, it's so easy to fall into that, like, not depression, but you get down easier. You're still trying to figure everything out, and that's what sticks with me is keep your chin up. Tomorrow's a new day.
What I like about that is that it reminds you of, even if today was an awful day, you know, we start new, and you can make a decision at any point, reset, and do whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that's great advice too. All right. The next question is from Stacy. What are you going to dress up as for Halloween? And we've been working on this, Stacy.
This is so much fun. So, all right, we'll just go right to David's picture.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm not going to give away what I will eventually be, but this is part of the costume.
Yeah.
And it arrived the other night, and I sent a picture to Heather and Jill immediately.
You are not going to be the Grinch.
No.
We will tell you that much.
Yeah.
So, because money is tight in a lot of households right now. We know that. Instead of going like really big, we thought, how cool would it be if we got paired up with local makers who are also struggling because they're small business owners,
Right.
to help us do a DIY costume.
So that's
on
what
the cheap.
I now have a hot glue gun, and I am ready for instruction.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're all going to be paired with someone, and we won't tell you what we're going to be.
Yeah.
But we're excited about this.
And then you guys can, I think we should have the viewers vote on who has the best costume.
Okay.
We should post a picture on social media and have them weigh in.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a great idea.
All right. Where are we?
Donna.
Yeah.
Donna is asking, she's one of several people asking, where can we get PTL mugs? Every week people ask this,
Yeah.
and we feel so bad that this has not happened yet because we've been talking for a while about trying to sell these mugs to benefit the KDKA Turkey Fund.
Yeah.
And we thought earlier this year that we had a deal with a local restaurant, and then the pandemic happened.
It's really, it's gotten in the way of us getting these out.
So anyhow, they're still working on it over on the other side of the building.
Yeah,
Although they're all working from home right now.
Here at KDKA, we don't have the capabilities of shipping and doing all of that processing. So we're trying to work out there's a lot more to it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jill and I were talking about, could we in the lobby set up a gift shop,
Oh,
and then we would all take turns manning the gift store.
Like volunteering our time to work at the gift store.
Right. I don't know. We'd have to get that
Hats,
cleared with
shirts.
somebody. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. Just set it up in the lobby.
Set it up. Bring in a folding table and a little tablecloth, and
Yeah.
you can set up shop.
We're working on it. We
All right,
promise.
yeah. So it will eventually happen. We think. We hope.
Oh my
All
gosh,
right.
we have so many more questions.
I know, and we are out of time for
We are.
questions, but we were going to do more questions next week. Thank you, as always, for sending them in. And right now, we want to ask you something. We want to ask you to send us a picture of your pet, of your dog, dressed up for Halloween. So we mentioned this earlier this week,
Yes.
and we got a lot already. And this was
This
the one
one
we
cracks
started
me
with,
up.
because this is Jill's grand dog, dressed as a pirate.
That is fantastic. We already have gotten some, so do we have more to show?
We have one more
Yeah, so
to
we
show.
have.
I love this.
Oh my gosh. Jesse Luke, a rescue from Animal Friends, sent in by Carol. And so if you're wondering how you can send us in your pictures, you can send them to our Facebook page right there. You can comment in the comment section, Pittsburgh Today Live. Can we email? Are they
And
emailing
that's
them too?
the Facebook page will be the easiest. But
That's
that
gonna
way
be the easiest. We can
Everybody
get
can
them all
then
there.
see the
Yeah.
pictures, and we're calling it, and we're stealing this from a viewer who shared this with us. Howl-o-ween.
Oh,
Like
how?
Halloween.
I'm so glad you did that.
Okay, it's time at this point to take a break because today is Pizza Friday and we can smell it in the studio. It is Ron's turn to pick the pie.
Boxes on boxes on boxes over there,
There's a lot
Ron.
here today. We are taking turns every Friday this month for National Pizza Month, and up next we sample Ron's choice and the toppings he selected for us. And I'm a little concerned because they keep mentioning the toppings. Like
You think it's gonna be like anchovies?
It might be anchovies. I don't know.
It's pumpkin spice flavored
No.
spam. In today's Friday PUPDATE with Penguin 2, we look at one of the many ways dogs like Penguin are trained to help others as canine companions for independence. It's all thanks to specialized training like Penguin will get when he moves on to the next phase of his program.
And we have some great savings for you, PTL viewers, in today's PTL Deal Days. We have deals on food and fun for the whole family, and that's coming up.
Thanks for being with us on this Friday, October 16th, 2020. We're glad you're with us as we head into the weekend. We'll be right back.